Five Nights at Freddy's 4 is literally hell. But this isn't about me. What if FNAF 4 takes place last? FNAF 4 has always been pretty confusing with the placement of the timeline, because there's no literal location for it. It's basically a mix of a bunch of places. Bedroom, mechanics of the old pizzerias, and distorted memories from the flashback minigames. And a potential idea I have is the Five Nights at Freddy's 4, at least the main gameplay, takes place after Pizzeria Simulator. It takes place after Henry's speech, after Michael, William die, the missing children can pass on or choose to or choose not to pass on. And I think it works similarly to how UCN is for William, how it's Cassidy torturing him with his own sins, keeping him alive. And for some evidence now, some memory collages in there. Like the bedroom resembles the security offices from Five Nights at Freddy's 1 and 2, with the closet being similar to FNAF 2, the bedroom doors being similar to FNAF 1 because they're little doors instead of vents. The phone call in Easter egg that you get in the toy phone is the same from FNAF 1. So some mixing of different elements from the games. The animatronics can be from different parts of Michael's life, and the Nightmare design is he's a shadowy monster, and he's technically the embodiment of death because it shows up at night 7, which is also the minigame. And the minigame for that one is the Crying Shell's death. And in the Halloween DLC, Nightmare gets replaced with Nightmarion, who is a twisted version of the puppet and could symbolize passing on. Now, the full idea here is after the fire in FNAF 6, Michael dies, but not passes on. Similar to how William dies and passes on, Cassidy keeps William alive, technically, on Earth to torture him for all eternity. Similarly, Michael has the same experience, except his technical hell is his Crying Child's bedroom, kind of, and a bunch of the animatronics attacking him in a nightmarish form. And at night 7, which is the end of the game, the Nightmare or Nightmarion shows up and allowing him to pass on to the afterlife, officially. Now, any theory that we come up with is going to have some problems with it, like always. Like for this one, in the survival logbook, Michael draws Nightmare Fredbear, and if this is the case, it means that he knows of its existence before he died. And there's also the Nightmare Chambers in Sister Location that you can find. That means that the bedroom was a physical place. But these are easily explained if you can just take that those are also different elements that contributed to the nightmares or Michael's hell. But then again, that's kind of a stretch. So just laying out the problems for everybody. And in conclusion, this means that William is trapped by Cassidy in eternal hell. Michael is trapped by possibly his own guilt for what he's done for his sins, or the Crying Child doing it. Although I don't think of the Crying Child, because in Happiest Day, at least one Golden Freddy child has to pass on. And if Cassidy stays to torture William, the Crying Child has to move on. Nightmare represents death, being Michael officially going to the afterlife and just whatever happens to him. Now, I don't think that this is the most definitive truth of what could be the placement of FNAF 4, but I thought it was an interesting idea. I was just looking at the timeline, just thought, what if? And building on it, I just saw that it could work. But if there's anything that I missed or anything that could help this, let me know.